Okay, doing some testing first before I begin. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please type 5. Oops, nobody's hearing me. My mic is low. Okay, let me try to adjust it. Ta-da, can you guys hear me now? Is it very clear? If it's very clear, please press 5. Yeah, this is the maximum I can go. Okay, thanks guys. How was last week? You guys attended Scott's session, so I hope you guys love his session. Did you guys learn something useful? Hi Trong, nice to see you here again. Yeah, this week is pretty good. Oh, you missed last week's sessions. Yeah. So some weeks I might invite Scott to come and talk to you guys. Some weeks I'll be chairing it. Yeah. So all of us we have our different style of presenting, and just not sure which one you like the most. But we are all here to share about how to become a better trader. So I mean personally, I'm still also learning in a way. I realized that being good for 1 or 2 years is not enough in trading. In actual fact, every year I will encounter a few months of drawdown. So trading is still pretty tough for me, and I try to improve myself by reading a lot of books every single year. Yeah. So like, just share with you guys a little bit about what I'm reading now and what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Trong last week's session because Scott was conducting it, so I did not record it. Yeah. So no worries. The next time he's gonna conduct, I will make sure I invite you. All right. Yeah. So I'm just sharing a little bit about like what are the stuff that I'm working on right now. As you can see, I'm not so active compared to the past on TradingView. Last time I used to post like 6 or 7 times a week, but right now I narrowed it down to 3 to 4 because I'm spending a lot of my time doing testing of setups. Yeah. So right now I'm reading about this book by Tom Williams. It's called Master the Markets. Yeah. So this is a great book that I'm trying to digest and apply it on my charts. So by learning from this guy, I hope that I can combine it with harmonic patterns to give me more high probability setups. Yeah, I don't know if you guys resonate with me, but sometimes it's pretty frustrating when you wait for patterns to complete, harmonic patterns to complete, but you execute a trade, but you encounter a string of losses, even though you follow all the rules that you're supposed to follow. Yeah. So I realized that probably if you combine something that is a strategy related to volume together with harmonic patterns, it could give us a better, winning percentage. Yeah. So I've been on this for about about 5 weeks for now. So I learned a lot, and I'm testing a lot on my demo account as well as on my smaller account. Yeah. So once I figure out I mean a good way to profit from the market, I'll definitely do a summary, put it into a PDF, or conduct some live classes for you guys. Yeah. So thanks you guys for joining me in my journey to become a better trader, and I hope that whatever I share with you weekly, my videos, these are things that you actually find useful. Yeah. So I'm done with my introduction. 30 of you guys here, welcome back. Yeah, so I'll start off with the usual. Okay, so this is a little bit special because I've executed a good trade and I'm currently riding profits on it. Yeah, but I want to start off by reviewing again before I go and review before I preview. Yeah, so last week in my video, if you watch it, I talked about a few setups. One is on a dollar cat where I wanted to short on a pullback to 1.3680. Yeah, so I was waiting for the type 2. And no matter what setups that I talk about, it's very, very important that once it reaches the PRZ, it must actually start to reverse from the PRZ before you can actually enter. Yeah, so I was waiting patiently. Price did a touch of the 1.3680 level. It came down on Friday. I was waiting for a retest. So this was what actually happened. You know, this part. Okay, let me go to the blow the chart up. Okay. Yep. So if you look at the hourly chart of the dollar CAD, you know, I was waiting right here at 1.3680. Yep. So it went down, it came back up, went down, came back up, went down, came back up. So what I was actually waiting for is a clear break of a trend line. Yeah. So it was something like this, but it did not really cleanly break. Then it went above. Yeah. So this burst above, right? Yeah, here, it actually signifies that sure, Bill. I will send it to you guys. Yeah. All right. So this was the PRZ. It went sideways for a long time. I drew a trend line. You know, I was actually waiting for RSI to hit overbought also. It did not happen. And over here it broke above, and it hit overbought. But what at the back of my mind, what I tell myself is that this PRZ has been violated very clearly. Push above. Yeah. So until this PRZ, you know, is this level here, 3680, until it is broken back down again, I will not be thinking to short the dollar CAD anymore. This dollar CAD could go a lot higher. Let's see what the daily chart tells us. Okay, so just now, I think from 8 to 9, I was doing this class with my clients from China. Yeah, so what I identified is potential bearish deep crab on daily chart. This could push dollar CAD all the way to 1.4. 618. Yeah, 1.618. This one. Somewhere around 1.4. Yeah, so because the smaller pattern failed, so do not be surprised if it goes up all the way to 1.4. Yeah. Alright, so let me clear away all this. Now this is the bearish deep crab, and looking at this, either commodities will be very weak or dollar will be very strong. If I were to choose one, I would say that commodities looks very, very weak to me. I will go through crude oil, Aussie dollar, and gold later on with you guys, and you get to see why I'm saying this. Even if it's not a big trend reversal, it could be a very short, I mean, mid-term kind of the weakness. Yeah. So dollar CAD, let me summarize. I think this big bearish deep crab will complete in the next few weeks. So I think forget about all the short setups that you are lining up this week, because the PRZ has been broken clearly above. All right. So the PRZ was right here, 1.3680. This push up was a clear violation with strength. Yeah. So right now, probably consider waiting for a pullback into the PRZ. This support here, it could become a support turn, no, resistance turn support. Yeah, this level here. Wait and be patient and probably wait for this level for to be retested, and you consider going long. Yeah. All right. I want you guys to take a look at crude oil. Crude oil is pretty interesting because what I see on the daily chart. Let's start from the daily chart. Is that distribution looks like it has taken place. You know, like you see, this was the original trend: low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Yeah. But over here, what I do see is that this is a lower high form, and right now price is breaking support right now on the daily chart. This is very significant because it's on the daily chart. Yeah. So I connect all the support, you know, together. Yeah. So yesterday's close, you know, looks like it has broken below the daily trendline support. Yeah. So what I could expect is that I could draw a channel. And I will not be surprised if price respect this channel for the next few months. It could just go sideways like this. Yeah, if it breaks below the channel, it could accelerate and become like this. Yeah, so that's the expectation. Even if it moves back up, my bias now is to really to consider shorting the crude oil once it goes up around 52 level, to the 52 level. Yeah, this is the good level to look at. Yeah. So let me cover all the commodity pairs before I move on. Look at gold. Okay. Okay. So H1, what I do see is a bullish sharp pattern completion. Yeah, this is strong volume. Yeah. So short term, we might actually get a bounce on gold. What happens in the next few candles is very important. Right now, we are at the oversold. We are at the PRZ. You have nice volume setting in. Yeah, this shows that there's a lot of activity going on at the PRZ. This is what we like. Yeah. So next few candles, what I want to see is a nice green candle that closes above the red candle, and preferably this is accompanied with a lower volume. I want to see the price getting out of the RSI oversold zone. Yeah, this is a bet. No, I said wrong. This is a bet. Yeah. So if all this happens together, I get a nice green candle. RSI gets out of the oversold zone. I get a nice green candle close with nice volume that's not too much. Yeah. All this will tell me that it might be time to go long on the shark, on a bullish bet. Sorry, and you will actually highlight. You will actually map in your profit target 1 and 2 and try to make some profits off this setup. Yeah. So for the bet pattern, the profit target, you draw from A to D. Yep. And 382 is your first profit level here. 618 is your second profit level. Yep. Okay, so let me clear this off. Easy, I'm recording this. Yeah, I'll be uploading it likely tomorrow. Yeah, because it's getting late in here. So if you guys have something on you couldn't finish watching, yeah, please do check out my review recorded webinar tomorrow. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. So the goal, please take note, next few candles, if it reverses, nice green candle out of the RSI oversold zone, this could be a good signal to go long. Stop loss, set it below the X level. Natural fact, I will just set it just below the 1251 level. I put it at 1249 or something. Yeah, first TP 1267. Yeah, so do watch out, go. Yeah, but take note that all these setups, I'm only short-term bullish on this. So the maximum is it will come to this trend line. It should get resisted and it should continue falling down. Yeah. Over the weekend on my video, I talked about Aussie dollar. Yeah, so Aussie dollar, this was a pity because I was 7 pips away from my entry. I wanted to buy around 74.60, somewhere around here. Yeah, but the morning gap down, it hit 74.66 and it went all the way up, hit my profit target. Yeah. So all I can say is that any pattern like this ABCD setup, if it's accompanied by very high volume, something like this, when it's at the PRZ or when it breaks PRZ, this is a good sign because it indicates that there's a lot of transactions and players entering into the market at that level. Yeah. So I always like to see a high volume sell down, then I want to see a low volume green candle that happens, something like this near the PRZ. This is an indication of that I can actually go long. It applies to harmonic patterns too. Yeah. So this was a good setup that I waited nicely, but the pity is that I missed my entry. I was being too conservative. Yeah. In actual fact, this candle here actually tells me that the people are coming in to buy. Yeah. It went up. It hits the high of the channel. It comes falling down again. Yeah. So going forward, for Aussie dollar, just play within the channel. If it comes below to the bottom of the channel, right, once again, check it out and watch for some kind of reversal of the channel low. This was the previous low. Before it come down here, if it reverses from here, accompanied with nice consolidation at the low here, is good. Consider going long. Yep. Okay. Last week I also talked about Aussie Swiss franc. So I was waiting for a pullback into 74 before buying, but it actually just, it came down and it just went up straight to my profit target. Take a look at how precise this profit target was. Yeah, this is all things that I've recently learned. Yeah, but going forward, I highly suspect that Aussie Swiss franc will come down at least to 73.80. This is where the ABCD completes. So when it comes down to this 73.80 zone, this is where I want to see high volume supporting the price. I want to see a candlestick reversal. I want to see RSI get up from the oversold zone. and this is what I say by combining harmonic patterns with nice volume activity. Yeah. So 73.80 for Aussie Swiss franc. Yeah. Check out the volume, check out RSI. If it turns here, get out of the zone, consider going long. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys followed me. Just yesterday, I did a long on the Paul Aussie. Okay. In actual fact, over the weekend, I wanted to short this, but I wanted to wait for a nice retest. Yeah, so I was saying like if it comes back to 73.40, I will consider shorting the Power Aussie on the shark pattern. Yeah. So what happened was that it actually came down further. It went all the way to 1.7070. When I look at this price here, I look back, I see a previous resistance zone, broke out, come back, become support. I see the moving average 200 line aligning nicely. What's most important is that I like this volume activity right at the support zone. You see this black candle, a lot of absorption has taken place. And I see this low volume green candle that completed. Yeah. So this tells me that with very little effort, the price has been pushed up and broke above the previous high. Yeah, this was the close of the candle. It broke above. Yeah, so I eventually went long yesterday here. If you followed me in my post. Yeah. So my target is 73.20. And I'm about 20 pips away from my profit target. This was a very, very good ride. 71.40 to 73.20. It's about 280 pips of profit. Yeah. Trong, what were we saying? Let me take a look. Okay. Bullish bet at the end of the channel on Aussie dollar. Oh, nice. Later on we will check it out. Yeah. So if the bullish bet happens nicely, I should have taken profit by then. If Aussie goes up together with gold, we can actually see pound Aussie coming down again one more time. And minimally, you want to play the range. That means that I want it. If I short the pound Aussie at 73.20, I want it to come back down to the zone here. Yeah. Okay. So what's very important is that for pound Aussie later on at 73.20 to 73.40, we are at the daily PRZ. Murad, yeah, I'll talk about it later on, yeah. So this is the daily potential reversal zone. So really, I want to see a secondary retest of 73.40. Then I want to see a red candle that happens after the green candle completes. This is the daily chart. Yeah, so be very patient. Next few days, Thursday, Friday, if not next week, Monday, Tuesday, is very critical. If you're going to get a big reversal on pound Aussie, it should show us some weakness when it completes the PRZ. If it just, clears above it and, with a very nice green candle, it clears above the PRZ, then you know that this pattern has failed and you have no more short setup on the pound Aussie. So what happens next few days will determine the trend for pound Aussie going forward into May. Aussie dollar, we have a bullish setup happening. That's by one of the participants here, Trong. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see what you mean. So potentially you have this is a 382. At 382, right, it could potentially become a 113 alternate bet. Yeah. So do not be surprised if price clears the 886 level and goes all the way to 113, which is 0.7433. Yeah. This is where you will hit the extreme of this channel, and this is where I'll be more interested to go long on the Aussie dollar. Yeah. So be patient a little bit. This could become an alternate bet where the B point is 382 and the D point will become 113 of XA. Sorry. Yep. Okay, just be patient. And this could potentially happen. Yeah, looks good to me. Right. I have a request to talk about USD TRY, Turkish Lira. I've never analyzed this before. Let's see what I can talk about it. Okay. Wow. If you live in Turkey, I guess your currency is getting weaker and weaker. Dollar is so strong. Over the past 4 years, it was from 1.8 all the way to 3.5, double. Yeah. Murat, do you happen to be a Turkish? Yeah. All right. So Turkish lira. What I do see is that price is currently respecting this sideways channel. This is on a daily chart. Yeah. So the price will keep on respecting the channel until it's broken. All right. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Do we have any setups to buy or sell? Okay, what I do see is potentially on the H4 chart, this could become a butterfly. Yeah, so 786, this is slightly a butterfly. Worst case, it could go 1618 and become a crab. Yeah, but this looks valid. Yeah. Okay, this is actually closer, but okay, let's assume 1272. Okay, so if you trade patterns and you're analyzing the Turkish lira, what could potentially happen is that it could become a butterfly pattern and it could go all the way to 3.5. Yeah. So the trend is still down. Do not be trying to hunt bottoms, catch bottom right now. Minimally, try to wait for at least the 1.272 level to be challenged before you actually buy. Yeah. But for me personally, I want to wait for, if I'm trading the Turkish lira, I want to wait for any pullback into the highs here before shorting. It could take you a few weeks to a few months, I'm not sure. But just be patient. Dollar is still strong. Now we are just doing a retracement. Yeah. Okay. What else could I talk about today? Dollar yen. Okay, if you analyze the dollar yen right now, we are traveling nicely along this ED channel. Yeah, so do not do anything as of now. Check out this channel that I drawn. I think it's dollar yen is likely to challenge 11280 to 113 again. Yeah. You got let's see the H4 chart to see if there's any clue that's gonna do. 5-0, yes I do sometimes. I only do the 5-0 off the shark pattern. Yeah. Yeah. So dollar yen, what I can see is that price is going, the trend is up for the last 2 weeks. Price is going higher and higher. Oh. Okay, later I'll check out NU. Yeah. Okay, I do see a breakout right now happening on dollar yen. Even if you want to buy now, I will say that should be a long short-term ride. Probably 50 to 70 pips. Once it hits the top of the ED channel, this could be a level where sellers will come back in to sell this pair down. Yeah, so if you want to buy this breakout, you can buy, but beware that the profit target is not very far away. You could be taking profit in about 50 pips time. Yeah, so this is dollar yen. I mean, all this could trigger when NFP happens at the end of the week. Yeah, dollar news. NU, New Zealand dollar, we have a 5-0 pattern, H1. Let's take a look. Okay, this was what we talked about 3 weeks ago. The bullish bat flew up. Right now, let's take a look what we have. 5-0. Let me recap how to do it. So for the 5-0, you know, there are a few ways to draw it, but normally I only execute it off when it completes a shark pattern. Yeah. So in this case today, you know, the previous level here, I don't see any shark preceding this 5-0, so I'm not confident that this could work out. Yeah, but you could be right. You know, I just need some revision on the 5-0 pattern. Yeah, but I'm not very sure about this. I'm not gonna teach you guys anything that I'm not 100% confident about. Yeah, so sorry. And then Blue Mind Trader. I mean, I couldn't talk about this today. Yeah. Okay. If you talk about all the yen pairs, what I do see is that all this breakout is happening, but I'm weary about this final breakout because the volume, this is excessive volume to push it up, which means that it's a lot of effort to try to do a breakout compared to the past where a little bit of volume could actually push the price up. Yeah, so if I look at the daily chart for Euro Yen, we might be approaching resistance. Yeah, let's take a look. I saw a request for Pound Swiss, which I'll talk about later on. Okay, that's interesting. Is there anything I missed out? Alright, so Euro Yen, we are right back up at the okay, this was the high in March, and this is May, and we are approaching the high that was last challenge in March. Yeah, so this is the level that is pretty critical. If this level really breaks, then you know that the trend is really super bullish. Wait for it to go up, pull back, and just keep buying and follow the trend. Yeah. In terms of harmonic patterns, there's no pattern right here on the Euro Yen. What I do see is last time it had some balance here, but right now nothing much. And so just do be careful. If you're buying a breakout right now, you're buying into a resistance. Take a look at the green zone here. I just drew. Alright. So you're buying into a resistance. This is pretty, I would say that it's pretty risky. I would suggest you wait for a nice break of the resistance, pull back, and you do a long afterwards. This is the daily chart. Yeah. Yep. So this is the level. Okay, so be careful about this. Yen looks pretty bullish to me, and yeah, you have to try not to short it too early. Okay, Pound Swiss, do we have a pattern that is setting up? Let's take a look. I'll start off from the daily chart. This is 618. Okay, I will draw the ABCD pattern. Okay, nice. This looks pretty good. Thanks for letting me know about this setup. ABCD completes here. The 886 completes right here. Okay, so I'll clear away everything else. Okay, so what we have on the Pound Swiss is a ABCD pattern, followed by this is a 6-7. I'll say this is like a deep godly. Yeah. Alright, so let's check out a 4-hour chart. Okay, over here, this is interesting, you know. What I do have is RSI BAM. It went down to the 50, came back up to the overbought. Yeah. So this is a textbook RSI BAM setup. Once it gets out from this zone, this is your extreme. Yeah. So over here, what I do see is also nice volume over here. I think people are starting to sell right here. Yeah. So this could be a nice setup that could work out. Right now we are at the PRZ right here. Okay, so what I will wait is that I want to see increased volume selling, and it clears this PRZ with a nice red bar that looks like this. I want to see this kind of big red candles accompanied with high volume. That's how I will be shorting this pound Swiss. Yeah. Easy, yes, channels are a part and parcel of my trading. It tells me good daily channels, not anything on the H1, but mainly on the daily chart. Yeah. It gives me good level of where I am today. Trunk, yes, you see that RSI divergence normally comes together with RSI BAM. Normally happens together. Yeah. So this is a nice setup. You have a daily chart, deep godly. You have RSI BAM on H4. Right now, the last trigger is I want to see a high volume sell down of this PRZ. It must be a nice red candle that closes below the PRZ nicely. Then that's where I'll be looking to short. Yeah. This could take some time. Do not be surprised if it comes to the support level here first. You could do this, this is like a shoulder, head, come down here, go back up, shoulder, head and shoulders pattern before it does a big move down. So this could happen, but sometimes it does not retrace and just falls off. I think if you follow me the past few months, you realize that a few of the setups I was being too patient and I missed the trade totally. Yeah. So just make sure that no matter what kind of setups you take, you can be patient and you wait for the head and shoulders to complete, or you could be selling once price closes below the PRZ. Either way, make sure that your risk control, risk management is in place, and that's the most important thing that you can control on your side. Yeah, you cannot control the market, or you can control your risk that you're willing to take. Yeah. Stop loss, just put it right above the high here. Set 1.2892, just add 20 pips on top of it. Maybe 1.2910 or something. I take this as a reference. If it breaks above your and hit your stop loss, you know that this setup is completely no longer valid. I mean, yeah. Okay, I just taken profit for my Pound Aussie. Right now we are at the PRZ once again. Okay, so it's very important in the next few candles. Once it challenges 1.7340, this is potentially a type 2 move on a Pound Aussie, but it has to show some weakness here. The RSI, it cannot be always overbought. It has to come down and lose some momentum before we can actually short this pair. Yeah, so be patient. If the price just close above Pound Aussie, this sharp pattern just close above strongly with a green candle, you know that this whole setup is no longer valid. Yeah. Okay, any setups that you guys want me to take a look? Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie, Euro USD. Okay. Alright. So what we do have on Euro Aussie is, let's check out the patterns first. 618, 786. But this ABCD should complete also. Yeah, so this is really pretty interesting, you have everything aligned, you have a deep godly again, ABCD completion, you are right there at the PRZ. Okay. And what you do get here is a nice volume rejection of this level. So a few things, those of you guys who are already in this trade, you might be thinking, oh man, I entered here, I made some profits, this is about 50-60 pips, I did not take profit, it came back up, right now you're at the PRZ again, Yeah. So the critical levels that you should watch is really this 1.4650. This level was the high last week. If this level can hold, if it can hold slowly, show some weakness and start to turn. In actual fact, by looking at the RSI, it gives you clue that this move down will not be the big move. Why? Take a look at the RSI. It has this M and W, M structure at the overbought zone. This means that the trend has not, this is not the end of the trend yet. This is likely to at least bring back and do one more retest, let me show you some scenarios. The best case is like this, goes to the 50, come back up, and starts to fall off out of the PRZ, and your trade becomes valid. Let me draw it nicely. Now this is the ideal setup. RSI BAM comes back to the 50, goes back up, touches the overbought and falls out from the overbought zone, and this is where you enter short. Yeah. But there are a lot of scenarios where I see when the trend is super strong, what it would do is that it will just go up and do another W, another W. So the trend goes on forever and ever and ever. Yeah. So as long as I see a W, I know that even though I'm at the PRZ, I will not be executing my trade right now because the trend has yet to change. Yeah. So be patient. Just hope that the second retest of this high here, 1.4650, we can trigger off a bigger move that's going to be bigger than this move here. This is just a small little move here. By doing a double top at the PRZ, I'm expecting it to move at least double. Yeah. So maybe like this. Yeah. At least a bigger move here. It could potentially close the gap here. Yeah. So be very patient. If you're already in this trade, your stop loss should not be too far away from 1.4650. Maximum, I put it at 1.4670. If you clear 70, this trend is super bullish. The trend continues. The pattern has failed. Accept the fact and move on. Continue and trade with the trend. Yeah. But if it fails around 4650, it does a nice pin bar reversal with high volume, and then you know that, oh, my pattern is working out, and I'm gonna aim for my profit target and take profit, and once it comes down, I'm gonna protect my position. Yeah, so that's my train of thought if I'm in this trade right now. Okay, one more request on euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar is at if it did a gap up, still now the gap has not been covered. Yeah, but if you look at the trend here, you can see the M structure. This M structure likely tells me that it's still gonna go higher until this trend line is broken. You should not entertain any thoughts of doing a sell on the euro dollar. Yeah, there's no patterns that I can see right now. Yeah, so maybe this ABCD. Let's take a look. Okay, so potentially euro dollar, do not be too eager to short this pair. ABCD will complete right at 1.0980, around there. Yeah, so we have still about 70-80 pips of move up, some more, minimally. Yeah, so that's what I have on euro. No patterns to short right now. Stocks, I don't really trade them, but I do watch the indices. If I were to cover the indices right now, okay, right now, the US market is super bullish. This level here looks like a trend continuation. Gap up, close above. Yeah. and you look at the trend on a daily chart, you see this RSI BAMS kind of setup that's going to happen. This likely means that the trend has yet to change. Expect higher prices. I don't know what news event is going to happen this month or next month. People say sell in May and go away. Yeah, so I look at the charts and it's telling me that it's likely going to go higher. Until RSI hits overbought, this is not getting anywhere lower. Yeah. So be patient. If you talk about pattern setups, probably this could happen. Let me take a look. Okay, this could happen. I don't know what the hell is this. 712. No, it's not anywhere. If I do an ABCD of the lows. Okay, so what I do have is an ABCD completion. Okay, what I do have is a high that has not yet been violated. Yeah, so this is my very clear plan. Until this level 2400 is violated, I will not be looking to buy. Anyway, now you are at horrible prices. If it really breaks up, I will buy the pullback instead, because I hate waiting. If I buy now, I have to wait for the up move, I have to wait for the pullback before it moves higher. So I want to wait for this high in March to be cleared, pullbacks into this level before I go long. Yeah, but of course this ABCD pattern completion, that could be a short-term reversal that's going to happen. That could happen, you know. Yeah, so this short-term pullback, it could bring S&P back down into this level here. It could happen, I'm not sure, but this is where I'll be looking for nice zones to buy. Yeah. Okay, that's the wrong direction. Here. Yeah, so I've my plan mapped out very clearly. Breaks above, pullback, I buy. If it just comes down in the next few weeks, if it comes all the way down to 2338, here is a good zone that I'll consider buying also. Why? Trendline support plus previous, support all here. I don't know. Support. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm done for today. I've covered most of the stuff I want to talk about. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you learned something. I'm still a learning trader, I conduct classes, but I realized that I'm not as good as what I thought I was. Yeah, so I'm still improving myself every single year and I'm learning new stuff. Yeah, so whenever I learn something new, I hope that I could share with you guys every week here in my channel. Yeah. So I'll be posting up this recording tomorrow, and if you miss any part of this recording, please do check it out. And once again, thank you guys for watching my webinar, and I hope you guys have a profitable week ahead. Thanks, Easy. Yeah, is this the first time you're here? Welcome you to come back every week. Thanks, guys. Have a great week all. Okay. Leaving the chat. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.